Ms. Heedy.
Thanks, family.
So, if Sarah Connor could take a day off, what would she do?
Well, I did have an answer, but I just realized some of our audience may be under 18 years of age. But I do think Sarah would use one of her many aliases and acquire maybe some Valium, which is over the counter. She would track down Agent Ellison and have a good night in.
What's really weird about that is that's also what I would do if I had a day off. So, Richard, while we're talking about you.
Thanks.
I think you made a very, very specific and bold decision with your character, and you decided to play him black. A choice that no other actor dared to make.
Well, that's interesting that you brought that up, because what I did when I got the script, I was tempted just to play it white. And I called my friend up, Robert Downey Jr., and he was... So the surgery kind of sounded, interesting. So I did this surgery, and it changed my life, man. Yeah, so that's how Ellison became black. But I'll bring out some of my birth pictures where I'm Caucasian. Good guy.
These are the important questions.
Yeah, these are the Terminator questions they all came to hear.
Wait a minute. We can ask an earnest question. I'll let Decker do the earnest question.
No.
So, on this season, on season 2 of Terminator, Sarah Connor Chronicles, there's a lot of stuff that goes on in the first episode that I think is specifically sort of traumatizes your character. And I think we've talked about your character sort of being in a level of post-traumatic stress disorder for most of the season. How are you feeling about the second season in terms of some of the changes that we're making for you? Because I think that there's the John Connor that we're going to see in the second season is nothing like the John Connor that we saw in the first season.
Thank you.
What the hell, dude? He was great last year.
No, I'm glad that that's a question, because I think, at least on my part, I kind of wanted a slight intentional frustration with the fact that he was very weak and very always hiding behind his hair and in front of the computer and going to high school, and I kind of wanted that so that then in this next season, I was praying we would get, otherwise it would have ended there, to kind of bring out everything that is supposed to lead to this savior of the world, because it's hard to buy when you watch him last year, but I felt that it was good to set up his intelligence and his maturity first, before you set up the whatever the hell you want to call it. And I think though that I'm very grateful that all the writers and everything you've put in such great stuff to change him. Like, there are actual reasons, very, very clear reasons, which is nice. And I just think he's very angry, but not in the petulant, whiny kid way that he was. And I don't think that he really, I think he's kind of let go of the wish for a normal life a lot more. I think he was still kind of hoping that he could somehow juggle both. And I think he knows this year that's not happening, and it starts taking a toll on mom and son, and just everything with him in general. He's not very nice, I don't think. Anymore.
Lena, we talked about at the beginning of, Lena and I had